Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So I have a super special video to do today, and there is a part of me that feels a little bit guilty. Now I will explain that the further we get into this video. Now, if you have been on these YouTube streets for a little while, you will know all about Boggy Creek Camp and the blanket brigade that came about on these streets to help Boggy Creek Camp. So, I have mentioned Boggy Creek Camp several times on this channel, but I will do it one more time because it really is a super special place, guys. It is based in Florida in the US. And it is a camp for chronically ill children, and in some cases terminally ill children. Now, in the US, it is well known and very popular for children to go to summer camps, but this camp is designed in particular for those chronically or terminally ill children that would never normally be accepted into the average camp due to their complex medical needs. But there was a little girl a few years back now who really had the wish and desire to go to a camp even though she was so poorly. Cut a long story short, there was a lovely famous man who, unfortunately, I have forgotten the name of. Was it Paul Newman? I want to say Paul Newman. I may be wrong. I'm sorry if I am wrong. And he made it come to life, guys. This is a camp especially equipped for those children, like I said, who wouldn't normally be able to go to a camp. They have an on-site medical facility to facilitate and accommodate all of the complex medical needs of the children that attend this camp. It is also staffed by many doctors and nurses, many of whom give up their own time and volunteer to work in the summer free of charge, to make sure that camp can happen for these kids. And it is a wonderful place. There are so many experiences that these children gain from going to Boggy Creek. There is everything from archery to swimming to arts and crafts and putting on plays and all of the activities that you would normally find at summer camp. And even if kids need breathing machines, they are still able to go swimming. Everything has been catered for, everything has been considered. There are a variety of medical conditions that Boggy Creek can facilitate, some of which include cystic fibrosis, leukemia, quite a few really hardcore illnesses. What happens is when they get invited to go to Boggy Creek, all the children there for that week all have the same illness, so that those children don't feel like the odd one out. They are surrounded by other children and other families who are experiencing similar, if not the same, life that they live. And for just 1 week, they can be a carefree and normal kid for the week. Their medical conditions do not confine them, and they do not define them while they are at Boggy Creek. Now, the beautiful Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too, her mum is part of a women's group. Her mum came to her and said, Nancy, can you make a couple of blankets for me for the charity drive that we're doing? And Nancy said, yeah, sure, mum, no problem. Nancy then went to another lovely YouTuber friend of mine, which is Lynette from Charm Grammy Crochet. And Lynette said, sure, I'll do a couple of blankets as well. But don't forget, Nancy, we have quite big platforms here on YouTube that we can reach out to our yarny friends and family and see if they want to jump on board, and we can get a few more blankets than what just me and you can do. That is where the Boggy Creek Blanket Brigade began. And the beautiful Billy, the crafty Floridian, she hosted the lives to do with the Boggy Creek Camp Brigade on her channel because she had the biggest platform to reach more people, and they did live unboxings of everybody's donations. Now, the first year they got something like 360, 370 blankets, which was amazing. And this year just gone, they went to Boggy Creek to hand deliver the blankets for the second time. But this time, everybody had smashed that target and almost tripled it, because everybody managed to make 1,090 blankets for those children. Now, why do those children need the blankets? Well, they are handmade with love. They are to wrap the children in love. They are on their beds when they arrive at camp. They stay on their beds for the week that they stay there, but then the children get to take them home, which means they have a forever memento of their time at Boggy Creek Camp. Now, there are other things that can be made for Boggy Creek Camp as well, such as quilts and also teddy bears, which are made out of fabric and are sewn. They also do the little pom-pom necklaces as well. So there are lots of bits and pieces that people can get involved in to help Boggy Creek. Now, I don't think any of those three wonderful ladies truly realised how much this community would back this drive and how successful it will be. And they have set a new target for this year coming for 2025 blankets in 2025. Now, another couple of brilliant yarny friends jumped on board as well. The lovely Lenan over at Nina's Knots Crochet understood that for some it would be really hard, if not impossible, for people to afford the shipping or postage to send blankets in the mail to Nancy. So she offered to take in squares from people because squares will cost a lot less in shipping, and she was quite happy to stitch these squares together and make blankets to donate on everyone's behalf. Now that totally exploded. She ended up with over 5,000 squares from people watching, and I believe she will be taking squares again this year, guys, but there will be some limitations and some rules to go alongside that. So if you are interested in making the squares for Lenan, you need to head over to Lenan's channel where she will give you all the details of that. Now, our wonderful Lala, my Auntie Lala, as I call her, Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she kind of dropped Lenan in it because she said for every 17 squares that somebody sends to Lenan, she will make another 3 as long as you said that this was part of the Double Duck Dare. Now, of course, that meant Auntie Lala was in Granny Square hell for quite some time, so not only had she shot herself in the foot, she had kind of dropped Lenan in it with the amount that people were starting to send. But all to be said that there were some incredible donations from podcasters and yarny friends and family or subscribers alike, and the drive really was a true success. Now, Nancy, Lynette, Billy, and also Cindy Freeze Baby Fibre Frolics went and hand-delivered these blankets, and there are several videos on all of these ladies' channels that you can go and see for yourselves the incredible camp that Boggy Creek is and the amazing donations that were delivered this year. So there have been a lot of people taking part. Another podcaster that we know and love, Cinnamon Stitches, specifically designed a blanket pattern for everyone to make. That was so enjoyable. I made one myself, so she deserves a mention as well. Jaxie also made a blanket, and I'm sure there are plenty of other people that is slipping my mind who had a little part to play in this blanket drive, but it all started with Nancy's mum. Now, obviously, they wanted to give a little something back to those that were sending blankets. I made 4 blankets myself and sent them in, and Mike made one as well. So between me and Mike, we made 5 of the blankets that were donated, which is nothing out of the 1,090 that most of you watching may have had a hand in sending. Because they wanted to give something back, they did have a prize drawing, and my name did come up in the prize drawing, and why I am here today is to show you the winnings that I was lucky enough to get drawn for. This is where the guilt comes in, guys. I did this to support some of my most dear and lovely yarny friends on these streets, but more importantly, to make a small difference to 5 children that will go through the doors of Boggy Creek Camp. Bearing in mind they need about 150 blankets a week for all of the children that attend. They rely solely on donations and charity fundraising, and for the handmade items, donations from the public. Don't think they realised that donations were going to start coming in from all around the world, because if you do not know, I am from the UK, so 5 of those blankets came from me here in the UK, and other places around the globe also entered. Now, however much I am going to love my winnings from this Boggy Creek Camp drawing, I do feel a little guilty because I did this out of love, I did this out of kindness, and I did this out of support for my yarny friends and for the children that will receive the blankets that I made. I feel slightly guilty to be given a prize for it. I didn't get into it for prizes. I didn't just do it to see if I could get something out of it. I had enough of a warm fuzzy feeling and love from just participating. So however lovely this prize is going to be, there will always be a tinge of guilt that I actually accepted it and received it. Now, all of those lovely podcasters that I have mentioned are probably going to watch this and think, oh, for goodness sake, Manfa, there's no need to feel guilt. You earned it fair and square. And that's true. But still, I will and have got guilt because of it. But I am going to share it with you guys. Please remember that the blanket drive is going to be happening again this year. I don't think they're going to kick off until about August time. That's when you need to start sending your blankets. So if you've made some or you're planning to make some, do not send them to Nancy until she gives you the green light to send them. Because Nancy, bless her heart, even had to rent a U-Haul in able to get all of those blankets to Boggy Creek. And if they do reach their target of 2025 in 2025, then they're going to need a U-Haul again. So let's not cram boxes and boxes and boxes of donations into Nancy's house until she is ready for them. So keep your eye on everyone's channels that I have mentioned and only submit donations or start sending squares when the relevant people tell you it's okay to do so. But you can be making in the meantime and have a stash to kickstart the donation drive again next year. So what did I win? Well, let's take a look, shall we? This has come from Billy the Crafty Floridian, and I believe it was donated yarn. I have taken it out of the mailer it came in because I was unsure as to what it was. But it is the winnings from the Boggy Creek giveaway. Now, here it is, guys. Not only is it yarn, it is bougie yarn, which is another element of guilt as well. So here is Billy's little card. Thank you, Crafty Floridian, because Billy is a lady after my own heart. She loves flamingos as well, but Billy does not call them flamingos. She calls them pink pelicans. So we are fellow pink pelican lovers. And then on the back, those are Billy's details. Now, I will link every channel I have mentioned down below. If you are not familiar, but you feel like you want to be familiar or you want to be a part of the Blanket Brigade this year, then make sure you click on those channel links down below. Go and say hi and be a part of something that was just truly wonderful, amazing, and I feel so honoured to have been such a small part of it. Everything that these women have banded together and managed to achieve is just awe-inspiring, and I loved them, but even before Boggy Creek, but I love them even more because this is just a beautiful, beautiful thing for those sick kiddos. It really, really is. Now, this is my name that they pulled out in the drawing. So you know that this has come from that drawing, and inside the bag is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hanks of gorgeous purple yarn. Now this is Vidalana by Knit Crate. It is linen jewel. The colourway is Midsummer Rose. It is 50% superwash merino, 30% linen, 20% silk. It is a fingering weight, and there are 400 yards or 365 metres per hank. They are all 100 gram hanks. And to care for it, it says hand wash only, lay flat to dry. And this is lot 456721. Whoever donated this yarn as a prize, thank you so, so much. Billy, thank you for posting it to me. The shipping must have been horrific. I truly do appreciate it. And just look at this loveliness, guys. It is a beautiful dual tone, rich, plum purple. It is Absolutely stunning. I do not have any of this in my stash. It is going to go in my stash, and to kind of alleviate some of the guilt and also to make sure I do proper honour to where this yarn came from and how this yarn giveaway came about, I need to really think of a project that is special enough to use this super special yarn. So it says fingering weight. Let me see if I can get a strand on my fingers. There we go, guys. Yes, it is definitely a fingering weight. So if there are 400 yards, I have 2,000 yards of this beautiful stuff, guys. There's the label, Vidalana Linen Jewel, Knit Crate. I do have other Vidalana from Knit Crate, but not this particular version. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous colour. Now, I probably do have enough to make a wearable or something similar. But like I said, I really don't know what I'm going to make with this. I need to sit and ponder on this properly, guys, so that I can do it justice and feel that it is the perfect project for this yarn. Like I said, I did not donate blankets in order for me to get something out of it. I did it to help those children and to help support my friends. So let me know down in the comments, did you send blankets? Did you submit squares? Did you follow the whole Boggy Creek blanket brigade yourself? Let me know, how do you think I should be feeling? Do you think I should just be happy and love the fact that I've got some more squishy yarn and, you know, take it as the thanks that it was intended with? Do you understand why I feel a little bit guilty? Do I need to give my head a wobble? What is your opinion? But ladies who were a part of this, and there were some men that crocheted as well, but I'm talking particularly to the ladies that are the figureheads of the blanket brigade. Thank you so, so much. Not only for doing all you did, the hard work and effort that you did week after week, all of the ideas you came up with to get the best results for this year's donations. Thank you for opening it up worldwide and letting me participate, and others in other parts of the world as well. Thank you so much for hand delivering them and making sure that all the blankets got there safely. Just thank you for everything. Thank you for highlighting such a wonderful place. Thank you for putting your heart and soul into this. Thank you for being my friends, most importantly, and you can bet your bottom dollar that Manfa will be joining in this year as well. Now, because I have been given this beautiful yarn, I think that I am going to try and double my donations this year if I can. I cannot promise, but I am going to do my very best to try and double my efforts this year to kind of repay the kindness of the prize that I have been given. Maybe that will help alleviate some of the guilt as well, who knows. But for every podcaster that joined in, for every subscriber that joined in, for every human being that did that, I love you all. You are all wonderful people. I am so honoured to be a part of this wonderful community, and I am so lucky to be friends with all of the people that are involved. And I really, really hope with all my heart that we can smash the 2025 for 2025. So guys, on that note, I am going to lovingly put away this gorgeous bougie yarn. I will come back in the future at some point and let you know what that yarn turned into. It's not going to be an immediate project. It's probably not going to be a project for a couple of years, knowing me. I have such a stash to get through. But I appreciate it so, so much. It has got a good home with me, and I promise it will be turned into something beautiful one day. And I also promise that I will be involved in the Blanket Brigade once again this year. And I will do my very best to get you to the target that you have set. So, all of that to say is I love each and every one of you. Mwah. All the kisses, all the hugs, all the love from all these miles away in the UK. You are always in my heart and in my mind. I love you all very, very much. And I suppose I will see you in the next one. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one, or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys. Oh, and don't forget, you'll be seeing this on Saturday, so don't forget to come back to my house tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern, straight after Granny D, or 9 p.m. UK time, because yesterday was my birthday, so tonight we're going to have a belated, just chill chat and a little birthday celebration, because my birthday twin, Christina Bella Uncinetto, it was her birthday yesterday as well. She will hopefully be up on panel and we can all celebrate together. So I'll see you later on, guys. Love you. Bye.